Hello everyone, my name is the Chemist77 and welcome to episode 21 of Farming Minecraft. Today is a very big project indeed. We're going to be building a gold farm. Now, just how big is it? It's this big. This big of a project. There is a lot of materials needed here and there, including 4 shulker boxes of powder snow. But yeah. So there's actually 2 parts to this farm. There's a nether side and an overworld side. All of these shulker boxes are for the nether side. And then this is for the overworld side. So, yeah. So we're going to get to it. We're going to head to the nether. Make sure the nether mob switch is on. And yeah. Show you what we'll be building. And here we are. This is where we are going to be building the farm. I've got the schematic on. And, there it is, directly above us. So it needs to be up there so we're not loading any mobs in the nether below us. And it's also built in a very specific biome. If you'll see at the top left there, it is the nether wastes. So if I turn on our biome borders, well, you can't see it because I'm not near enough to any, but we should see if we go in a direction. Here we go. These are the borders of the biome, and so this fits nicely in there, and that makes sure that we are able to get zombified piglins spawning, because yep, this works just as basically another gold farm in which we'll spawn zombified piglins and then yeah, get them into a killing chamber and kill them for their drops. Now this one, rather than using just full damage to kill them, we're actually going to be using the sword, and that way we get the looting effect, so we can actually get gold ingot drops and just more golden nuggets. This isn't going to be the easiest to build though, because obviously it is up there. So I'll have to get up there first, but for now I can show you in free cam, and you'll also be able to see that there's a little bit of an extra thing on the bottom here. Now this is a bartering farm. This is designed by Logical Geek Boy. I've built it many times before and it just works brilliantly, and this is actually hooked up to the gold farm. So what I've got is the drops will come down these orange glass chutes here. They'll shoot into the overworld where there will be the collection system. And I've done it in the overworld just because then I can use water streams and it'll be much easier. And then the gold ingot drops will, so it runs into shulker box loaders, and then once the shulker box of gold ingots is full, it'll come through into the overworld here, and then into a shulker box unloader just here, which will unload it into our bartering farm. Now as for the gold farm design itself, this is actually designed by ilmango. He's done a video working on it, but he's not done like any sort of tutorial on it. So I basically spent an afternoon watching the video, trying to work out how it worked and all went together. This, see a bit better there. This mess of rails in the middle here was a little bit finicky to figure out, but it all works. It all works, and it works well. So we'll be doing that, and we've got a few light sources in the form of frog lights around and about. But yeah, this is basically it. I think I'm probably going to do this in the form of a time lapse, or maybe 2 time lapses. I'll time lapse up the bartering farm and then the gold farm. And yeah, so first of all though, we need to get up there. Okay, so I filled in the first deep slate platform here that we have got. So this is where the bartering farm is going to sit on, just like that. But anyway, I'm going to build up the bartering farm. First time that's the video. Let's go. there we have it. That is the bartering farm. Pretty much there. All of the chests and hoppers and stuff are in. All we're missing really is the piglins here, and technically a hopper minecart here. But yeah, it will work once the piglins are in and once we actually have some gold coming. You notice as well, I've left this glass block off here. That is because I need to get piglins here. These aren't actually there. Those are just rendering from when I made the schematic. So there'll be 24 piglins in there, which is the most you can have before they start entity cramming. And but now all we've got to do is build this up. And oh boy, this is gonna take a while. Oh well. Best get to it then. Right, time-lapse 2 incoming. And there we go, one rather large gold farm built up, and it's not been without its problems. Couple of things to mention. You may have noticed towards the start of that time lapse there was a bit of an awkward cut, basically because of how I recorded the time lapse in sort of multiple sections. When I may have forgotten to press record on one of them. So there's a little bit of missing footage basically, but fortunately I managed to catch it before I'd built the entire thing. The other thing is you may notice it ended somewhat early, and the keen-eyed amongst you may as well notice that this top section is a little bit different as to what was at least starting being built at the end of that time lapse, and that is because I made a slight mistake, and I put the schematic a bit too high up. And I got to placing these activator rails in, and because you need to place a rail on top of this glass block so you can make it diagonal, and basically I had it one block too high, so I couldn't place a rail there. So I basically had to tear everything down up to like here-ish, as well as all of, sort of this section, and then move it a block down. So if I turn on the schematic, yeah, you can see, or that's where it should be. And if I just move it up a block, yeah, that's where everything is, and it's a big mess. But fortunately, I can get rid of that now because it's working. Well, it should work. There's just one thing left to do before I can turn it on, and that is build the storage system. Probably would have done this as like just a really quick time lapse or maybe just a stage update thing, but I'm really running out of time to record this episode. So I'm just going to quickly build up, organize all the portals, get them all linked up. And when I bring you back, it should be fully functioning and ready to turn on. So yeah, I'm gonna build up on the other side and yeah, get generating some gold. All right, and there we go. One collection system up and running. So as you can see, we've got shulker box loaders. These two here are for gold ingots, and these four here are gold nuggets. Anything else just gets burned in the fire up there. And what you'll see here is our gold ingots actually end up in this smart dropper here and get sent back through to the nether, which if we head through this portal is where they'll come through. We will come out here right above the bartering farm. So our shulker boxes of gold ingots just get deposited straight into this chest here, where apparently there's some seeds. So yeah, so they'll end up in that dropper there, which you then end up with the shulker box unloader there, and then all the empty shulker boxes end up in that barrel. So let's go and turn this thing on. Okay, so we stand here. We've got an armor stand which will control ourselves some sweeping edge, and this here is our little on switch, so that I'll set a clock going which does the item collection, which I've realised I've not put the hopper minecarts in for the item collection. Hang on. Okay, hopper minecarts have been put in the droppers. There's 4 in each. Now, when I turn this on, I'm hoping this doesn't break. This can be a little bit of a temperamental farm. So I'm hoping we don't get an explosion of minecarts. I have tested it without any zombified piglins, and the minecarts didn't explode off the rails, which is good. So here goes nothing. So we should see collection system minecarts are going. All the other minecarts are also going. And if we start swing, oh dear. Oh, I'm gonna die. That's not good. Huh. What happened there? I wonder. Yep, and everything has completely broken. It's my wait, where is all my stuff? Oh yeah, there should be glass blocks on top of here, shouldn't there? Also, there's a whole lot of things have gone very wrong. There's minecarts down there, there's tons of items over there. At least I have a bow. Well, the bad news is I lost my netherite pickaxe. The good news is, as you can see, I found all of my other netherite gear, so not really lost anything of value. Can't find my ender chest anywhere. Not too bad, got plenty of those. We found my wings. I mean, I've got loads of those, so it doesn't matter too much, but I did find my netherite armor and my sword, axe, and shovel. So that's a plus. The other bit of bad news, though, is I now have to fix all of this. There's minecarts everywhere. If I turn on hitboxes, you can see them a bit better. There's a bunch all the way out here. So yeah, I'm gonna fix this. Actually, put some blocks on top of here like there should be, and then well, then we'll give this another go. I really can't afford to lose this because it's currently 7:25 on a Thursday evening, and this is supposed to be out by Friday, and I've done nothing in terms of editing. So yeah, I'm gonna crack on. Okay, and after much work and getting another right pickaxe back, of course, I'm thinking this should be working. I'm gonna go free camp. I've got my glass blocks on top, so hopefully we shouldn't get any zombified piglins spilling out over here. And I refilled all the dispensers and I've checked they work without any mobs. There is a turtle egg missing here because I accidentally landed on it when I was flying in. I'll fix that later. But here goes nothing. Let's also not swing at them and make sure they don't spill out first. Yep, they're all going in. They're still all going in. And now, hopefully, I should just be able to swing like this. And it's working. And drops are falling and going to the nether. And they are this side. This is one slightly annoying thing with this farm here is items do get stuck under this hopper, but there's nothing I can do about that, unfortunately. That hopper needs to be here to catch these hopper minecarts. I think if I had this on a shorter timer, or as in longer delay, so it was, you know, moving less, then I think it would solve that. But I've got this as fast as it can go without breaking, so I can have as many hopper minecarts, because as you can see, even at max speed, there are a lot of drops to get through. But yeah, it is finally working, and I can explain a bit about how it works. So what have we got? Well, we've got zombified piglins spawning on these magma cube layers. There you go, there's some. And a whole bunch of turtle eggs behind these trapdoors. Now, if you made it this far in the video, there's a good chance you'll have been wondering what on earth these are, particularly if you're new to Minecraft and gold farms. And that is because zombified piglins and any undead zombie variant mobs will try to stomp on turtle eggs. I don't know why, and I don't question it because it's really good for making farms. But yeah, so we have these at each row. So as soon as the zombified piglins spawn, there's one. They'll chase towards these turtle eggs because they think they can pathfind over the trapdoors and fall down. Now here they land on powder snow, so they don't take fall damage. That way they're all not a one-hit kill when they reach this chamber. And that is important because this farm also utilises the fact that zombified piglins will sort of aggravate on a player. So if one takes damage, they'll all get angry at you. And that means they actually walk quicker towards me. So they will actually track the player rather than these turtle eggs. So these turtle eggs are mainly here for starting off the farm. And as soon as any of these take damage and don't die, any subsequent piglins that spawn will immediately aggro on the player, in this case me, and as if they were pathfinding towards the turtle eggs, think they can get over these trapdoors because they see it as a block, not open, and fall down here. Now once they fall down here, they get picked up by the minecarts, and these minecarts then take them all the way up here onto these activator rails, where they then get chucked off onto these two deep slate slabs here. And that is where I can kill them. So I've got an armor stand here, and that's what I'm hitting. That spreads the sweeping edge across both of these chambers. And because I'm using my sword here, I get the looting effect. And then, yep, as we saw earlier, hopper minecart design, which I've used many times in the videos now. It's just a great design, particularly for the nether. And just drops them down. Slime box, push them through the nether portal where they go to the collection system that you saw earlier. And that is the farm done. It is far overpowered for what I actually need, but it works well, and it's very satisfying to watch just all of the minecarts go. It is a lot of minecarts. It took a lot of iron. But yeah, and these minecarts are being sent off as quickly as possible. So this is on a 5-game tick clock. And yeah, any faster and essentially we'd have the issues that we had when I died, and they all collided and everything exploded everywhere. So yeah, But that is the gold farm. Way overkill for what I'll need. I mean, it might not be. I might have other farms where I need tons of powered rails, so you never know. Or golden apples. Or what else do you need gold for? I don't know. Guess I could do loads of piglin trading. But yeah. I am gonna sit here maybe and do some things. Thank you very much for watching. And yeah, if you liked it, drop a like. This was a quite painful to make and a lot of work, but I enjoyed it nonetheless. If you want to see, more videos, then do subscribe. And yeah, if you want to see me live stream, I live stream over on Twitch as well. So there's a link in my channel description for that. So yeah, I live stream every Saturday, an hour after the video comes out. So if you're watching this as soon as it comes out, then feel free to hop on over. I think the day this video comes out, I am probably going to be working on getting piglins in here and these filters set up so that I have a bartering farm that actually works. But we'll see. I might do something a bit different. I've been experimenting with Minecraft Bingo as well lately, so who knows what I'll be up to. It's probably not a good idea to not know what I'm doing on the Thursday, but we'll see. Anyway, I'm going to finish my shameless self-promotion rambling there, and yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Where's my little face? There it is. Yeah. Bye.